The number one rule for halo-halo is there's no rules.
I'm really motivated to have the flan.
Video, you trying to get a flan piece out. The Grimace shake, okay? This needs to be the next viral sensation.
We're gonna show you what Filipino food is all about.
We're about to try Lilian's Filipino food because I've never really had Filipino food, or when I had it, I didn't know what I was eating.
This place has got a really unique history here because they used to be located inside of a car wash. And then they moved to, I guess, 3 different locations because it's a very popular place. So yeah, it's my first time to try this place, Lilian's Sweets and Bakery. This place is awesome, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's always more fun in the Philippines. They like their sweet food.
I'm very excited to try halo-halo.
The number one rule for halo-halo is there's no rules. Because halo-halo is always the best, especially at lilians. She can design it now.
So it all goes in this cup.
The purple yam. The red beans. Okay.
The assorted jelly, the mango jelly.
Is that the pandan jelly?
Yeah, like pandan jelly.
Pandan jelly.
Pandan
The
jelly.
banana.
Kidney beans.
Okay.
These are the ready-made halo-halo.
Oh,
Because
okay.
when people are in line, then you have to have ready halo-halo, pre-made halo-halo.
It's kind of like a canned milk.
Wow.
This is the kaong, green kaong. It's another tropical fruit. And then the red color tropical fruit also. Ice cream.
Queso. So this is cheese ice cream.
Yeah.
It's cheese ice cream?
Yeah, cheese. Sometimes we have, it depends on the availability of the ice cream flavor. Yeah,
Wow.
so sometimes you put cheese, sometimes jackfruit, but we must have at least a scoop of purple yam ice cream.
So that's the only rule, but there really
Yes,
are no rules except
no
for
rules.
purple yam.
Yes. Now you have to start mixing it.
I mixed.
Here, I'm gonna try it. Mine's not mixed, but Jacob's is mixed.
Here we go. Oh, wow. That is so good.
I got
That's really good. Oh my God. That is really good. Oh, wow. You have to try this.
Okay, but tell me about how it compares to the Grimace shake.
The Grimace shake, okay? This needs to be the next viral sensation.
Okay, film me.
I don't know how to describe that. I've never had anything like that.
Yes.
The flan piece go. Did you eat the flan?
I ate a
already?
flan piece. I see a little flan on there.
Where? Should I just drop it? This
Yeah.
is like fishing. Okay. Oh, there's the flan piece. Fine, I'll try it. You really, oh, where's the flan? I'm really motivated to have the flan.
Video, you trying to get a flan piece out.
You know what? All right. Cheers. It feels like a flan, but like a variation of it.
Yeah, the cream. It's like it's the mix of that.
And the
creamy
textured
milk.
fruits.
Yeah, the fruit, the ice,
Wow.
the crunch. You get every sort of
That's what
texture.
made it so unique, right?
Yeah.
That is so good.
The jelly is like the perfect consistency. It's not too soft, but not too hard.
Yes.
I'm a texture girly. I love it. My favorite type of ice is always like the little crushed ice.
Yes.
Or if you go to a machine and the little ball ice that like just melts apart and you can in your
Melt
mouth.
and bite it, you know?
Yeah, so you got
Yeah.
that sensation.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
it's
The
so
beans too. It's like amazing.
One thing I really don't get about halo-halo is they give you a very flimsy spoon with your drink.
It's part of the experience.
This is a very beautiful purple color because of the ube yam. One thing I really have trouble with is getting the bottom part to the
Mix
top.
it, yeah. I'm just fascinated at all the different ingredients and things that go in it that are unconventional to a dessert, like a bean or a cheese ice cream. Like, when have I ever seen that? Never.
They actually have cheese popsicles in
That's
China.
insane. It all just comes together so uniquely. It's like, it's one of those things like it's greater than the sum of its parts, you know?
Yeah. It's like a team. They all work together to form the texture, to form neutral creaminess with sweetness. The best halo-halos is always like with ice cream though. You have to have
Yeah.
ice cream, I feel like, but not everyone has ice cream in halo
Interesting.
halo.
So it's usually just a shaved ice.
And then it's got all these little things in here, these almost like, they look like boba teas, but
Yeah.
it's like all this other random
And it's just
gelatin.
jellied fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like jelly fruit juice or jellied coconut juice or jelly just whatever. Like,
see.
sometimes it has no flavor at all. It's just all about the texture. So every halo halo person has got different ways of making it. Halo halo will actually melt extremely fast. Like, 5
Yeah.
minutes later, the ice is melted and it turns into a drink.
I don't usually eat sugar, so this is like a pop of sugar here.
So since the weather in the Philippines is always hot and
Yeah.
humid, so this is a perfect snack and dessert at the same time for Philippines.
How did you develop this recipe?
It's my passion to cook and bake and create something that people would love to eat.
How many years ago did you develop this recipe? Like, was it 20 years ago when you first moved here or was it even in the Philippines when you were still in the Philippines?
Of course, the halo halo is famous in the Philippines, and so everybody knows how to do it. But it depends if you want to add something. So me, I added some secret recipes in there. That's what makes it different.
And you make all the different jellies yourself. You make it at home, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you
we
do?
make it. Yeah, some we make at home, some we buy ready-made.
Wow.
Yeah, but we just mix them.
Is there any local cocoa in here, or is it just normal coconut?
Normal
with the-
coconut.
Normal
Yes,
coconut
yeah.
that's been jellified.
Yes.
So
and it's
coconut-
usually how you combine all the tropical foods.
There's no corn in this.
There's no corn, yeah, because we have another drink or dessert, like we call it maiz con hielo. See, it's like Spanish word
Yeah,
also.
maiz.
Maiz is corn, right?
Yeah.
So maiz con hielo.
How old were you the first time you had halo halo?
I would say I was maybe in grade school. There's low end and high end
Yeah.
halo halo. So if you are poor, there's halo halo for poor people, but the same taste.
Just because a halo halo is a cheap halo halo doesn't mean that it's not a very good, tasty halo halo. It just
Yes.
means maybe there's no ice cream in it or
Right.
some other ingredients. They
Yeah.
might throw other ingredients that
Yeah.
are a little bit cheaper, like Coco Loco. Is that what it's
Yes,
called? The fake coconut
Fake
jam
coconut, yes.
jelly. But I mean, it's all good. And what did you think of America when you first moved here? Were you kind of blown away by how many cars there were, or no jeepneys, or just there's no jeepneys here? There's only like buses and traffic jams.
Actually, it wasn't my dream to be here and live in America, because we were happy. We used to live in the Middle East in Kuwait,
Oh, wow.
and we were so happy there. But then our family, my family and my husband's family, they live in Chicago, and my family's side lives here. We decided that we want to give our son a good future. And of course, America is the most powerful country in the whole wide
Yeah.
world, right? So everybody would want to give their children good opportunity and good future.
What's the most shocking thing about first coming to America after living in Kuwait and living in the Philippines? It's a very big dynamic.
Of course, it's the lifestyle, because living in the Middle East is different. It's completely different. They're so conservative there,
Yeah.
you know. Whereas America is a very modern country. So that's the number one thing. That's really different.
How often do you ever go back to the Philippines?
I've been to Philippines 4 times already since we moved here.
Oh, only 4
Only
times.
4 times. Mhm.
You must miss like family over there as well, like some of your cousins and relatives.
Yes, my friends are there. Yeah.
And what's your history with Filipino food, Jacob?
You know, I don't really have a lot of history with it. Other than the fact that my friend in high school would make it, and as I was telling you earlier, it's like we just try stuff off of a big table, and I didn't really know what I was eating. So now, kind of going back and seeing all of this, it's like some of it's a little familiar, but I never knew what it was. It was just something on the table.
So it's your first time to try Filipino food in a proper restaurant.
Yeah, and I'm, learning about, I love this idea of it being kind of Spanish and Japanese and all these different fusions of things coming together that are all amazing cuisines on their own, and in making this thing that's greater than the sum of those parts.
And Lillian, what would you say the number one food influence the Philippines has out of all the different cuisines. And the Philippines is like a melting pot. There's so many different kind of cultures mixed in with the Philippines. What would you say is the number one influence of the Philippines?
Lechon.
Lechon from the Spanish.
Yes. Lechon is like fried pork chicharron.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Spanish is the number one influence, you would say.
Yes.
But what about like the Fujian province of China, like Chinese food in the Philippines, like xiaobao, there's the chop suey,
Chow mein,
Chow mein, yeah.
noodles,
Yeah.
pancit. Yes.
pancit, yeah. So that's a,
Pancit and the lumpia. We even call it Shanghai. It's a small lumpia. So now I want you to try also the pastries, but then you started with the halo-halo. It's like, when you started with something very sweet.
Yeah.
So everything that follows is not as
As
good
sweet.
anymore.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
hear
as
you.
sweet anymore.
Totally.
Yes.
we're like children. We're having the dessert first because we can do whatever we want now. We can pick it up.
Rebellious.
Yes,
When you call it blood pudding, I'm a little scared. But if I just looked at that and ate it, I'd probably be like, whatever. So I'm going to try to take the names and all the idea of what the ingredients are out of it and just enjoy.